Tax policy, so many people talk about tax policy, and I sometimes think that there's a disconnect with the voter. It sounds very abstract, as if, okay, maybe that applies to big business or small. It doesn't. How does that apply to me? You have been serving in a position where, in the Florida Senate, tax policy is a very big thing to you. Connect it for the viewer out there. How can tax cuts or tax reform affect their lives?
That's an excellent question. You know, I really believe that tax policy drives the train in terms of economic development, the economy, and taxes. As a matter of fact, in the recent Republican presidential primary debate, when they were talking about the economy and taxes, the trends, the Google trends went off the face of the map, and so did the Facebook trends. So people are very, very interested in it. What we've tried to do in Florida is we feel very strongly that money should be returned to the taxpayers. So I've done a combination of bills, and we have, as a legislature, that would help the individual constituent in Florida, and then also help small business and help larger businesses. You know, when you help business, they produce jobs, they create goods, we can buy them, it helps move the economy. So it's not a matter of it just helps a big business. You know, I worked on the CST tax, the communication services tax. We have 20 million people in the state of Florida, we have over 18 million cell phones. That would help reduce the amount of state tax that is collected every single month when you pay your cell phone bill, or your cable bill, your satellite TV bill. So does that affect the average consumer? You bet. Everyone has a cell phone, and we're going to have more and more. Even businesses have cell phones. Now we're working on the commercial lease tax. How does that help the average consumer? Well, if you're a small business person and you're paying a sales tax every single month that you rent a commercial space, that's something you have to figure out for your budget, and you can't use to expand or raise wages or purchase equipment. Corporate tax. You know, on the federal level, we have a high corporate tax. If you go out in the community, consumers talk about businesses moving offshore. We can't stop that. What we can do is make the business climate more friendly so that they will keep their jobs here. We do that in Florida. We have been slowly lowering the amount of people who are paying a corporate tax in Florida. Even though our corporate tax is 5.5%, I'd like it to be 0, but even though it's 5.5%, the smaller number of businesses paying means they can buy something else with that money.